Bernice from Houston.
Bernice, welcome. We have another Texan.
Jared checking in from Houston.
Welcome, Jared. We're going to put a limit on the number of Texans we can have in here.
What's up, guys? This is Pablo from one of the hottest parts in California, the Coachella Valley.
Welcome, Pablo.
Hey guys, Chris here. I'm in Brooklyn, New York, currently over at my family's in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Hello to everyone.
Welcome, Chris.
Thank you.
My twin.
Haha. You're a good twin to have, man. Lots of respect.
Appreciate it.
Aaron King, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Aaron, welcome. It's another hot city. Hot in temperature and hot in people.
Gary Davis, Austin, Texas.
Welcome, Gary.
This is Roberto from Rancho Cucamonga.
Roberto, welcome.
Thank you, Chris.
We'll be getting started, I think, in one T-minus 60 seconds. And I think Pete, are you on?
Yes, I am.
All right, sir. Get your last minute text out before we get started. And if you just joined the call, announce where you're from and go back on mute, and then we'll get this show on the road.
Good evening, everybody. It's Don Riley Brisk from Houston, Texas.
Don, welcome and congratulations on your installation.
Thank you very much.
You can't just be in the business. You have to be a product of the business.
Those are two sharp gentlemen on that screen, man, I gotta say.
Are you clean up pretty nicely?
Yeah, I thought you were blushing, Chris.
All right. For the sake of time and for the sake of time, we're at 5:06. I think we should get started.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's BYLD
Recording
Business
in progress.
Showcase. My name is JC Rangel, and I'm extremely excited to be here. I'm extremely excited to hear from these two gentlemen that you're going to hear from today. Two gentlemen that know exactly what they're doing with every aspect of the business here today. So, without further ado, the first gentleman I'm going to introduce is going to break down the first part of this business. And I've got to tell you, this gentleman is one of the people that is the most consistent and the most excited. And because of that, he's also getting some of the best results in the company. He is a manager with this company, and he's also a builder. And you guys are going to get to find out what all that means. But in a nutshell, the income, the passive income, the residual income that he's building for him, his team, his family is impressive. Loves to help people. He's a people's people. Whether you're a part of his team or not, this gentleman is there to support. And that's one of the reasons why we love this gentleman. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce my good friend, Mr. Chris McHenry. Are you there?
I am here. Appreciate
the floor is yours, my
intro.
friend.
All right. Now, if you all have heard of Barnum and Bailey, they're not going to have anything on us tonight because this is going to be the greatest show on earth. BYLD Network You've got here for a reason. And BYLD Network is going to help you build your mindset, build your business, and build your net worth. We are a high ticket brokerage with 4 high ticket verticals, each of them having huge income. And we're going to discuss all of that tonight. Now, why build a business? Well, because you are not going to be saved by anyone. No one's flying in with a cape to save you. Those days are over. Those are all in the comic books. Right now, you're clocking into a 9 to 5, clocking out to then go work another side job. So with BYLD Network, we are giving you the ability to build an empire. Entrepreneurship used to be something that you could dabble in. You can stick your toes in, maybe see if it's warm. Now you got to jump in. You got to go all in. That's the way you're going to survive in these days. And why is that? Well, because of the current financial situation. We're dealing with debt crisis, layoffs, inflation. Some companies are replacing people with AI, higher taxes, bankruptcies, job displacement. It's happening left and right. And you want to be in control of that situation. You don't want to have someone come in and say, hey, tomorrow's going to be your last day. You control that narrative. And that's why we're giving you the opportunity with BYLD Network. And in today's economy, well, since COVID, all these gigs start popping up. Uber, Etsy, Airbnb, DoorDash. Those are all the things that people are clocking out from and then clocking into. They're using their cars to make money. They're using their homes to make money. They're selling their things in their home to make money. Why not take control over your destiny and sell something that is not yours and make life-changing income? Now, some of the things that we're going to talk about, you're going to ask questions in your head, and I'm going to give you the answers before you even ask the questions. A business opportunity looks like something that is great in that's great in bad and good economies. You thrive in essential goods like gas, electricity, water. You can't call the electricity company and say, hey, I'm going to try and figure out how I'm going to go the next 30 days without electricity. I'll call you in 30 days. That doesn't happen. So our opportunity is going to thrive in a big target market, and you'll see the market opportunity that we have with BYLD Network. Now, our services, remember, I said we have 4 products that are high ticket verticals. We have Encore Solar, our solar division, ADT and Brinks with home security, Rain, our alkaline water product, and our Smart Money Club. With Encore Solar, we partner with Freedom Forever, and you have the opportunity to make $6,000 to $10,000 per sale. With Brinks and home security, $500 to $700 per sale. Rain, our water product, drinking water, selling people clean water, you have the ability to make $1,000 to $2,100 per sale. And then unlocking residual income with our Smart Money Club. We have residual bills, so we're giving you the ability to make residual income, and then also know what to do with the money that you're going to make. Now let's talk about solar. Why get involved in the solar industry? Well, size and timing of the opportunity. Right now, there's 130 million homes in the U.S. 90 million of those homes are eligible for solar, and only 5 million have gone. That's 85 million homes that one of my colleagues said that are naked. They don't have anything on their roofs. That's a huge opportunity, a huge opportunity. So the timing and the size of the opportunity are great. Now, why do consumers look at solar? Why is it so attractive to them? Well, because they're saving on energy costs. We're giving them multiple ways to go solar with no money down. Batteries for blackout protection. The government has incentives. They're providing 30% tax credit. In some scenarios, they're even increasing their home value, and you're getting clean energy. And in 2022, someone went solar every 44 seconds. And in 2023, someone went solar every 39 seconds. So it's getting faster and faster. Are you going to be in the seat that's going to talk to that homeowner about solar and then earn that $6,000 to $7,000 in commission? I hope so. Now, this is a legit career opportunity. You can do this part-time or full-time, straight from home. You can be right where you are now, behind your computer on Zoom presenting to a homeowner, or you can be in their home. Or you can simply refer and earn half of the commission. Be a mentor like myself and be tapped on the shoulder by anyone in our company. Help them close a deal and earn 50% commission. You don't want to sell solar? Don't. Sell water. You don't want to sell water? Don't. Sell home security. You don't want to do any of that and you just talk a lot? Build a team. Earn commission overrides. Now, there's a lot of Texans on this call, and I was doing some reading, and Texas was leading the United States in solar. So those people are in Texas. Great job. We cover Texas, by the way. And the value of the solar market has reached $60 billion. So when I talk about size and opportunity, $60 billion, that's a lot. It's a lot of zeros. Now, with our partner that we work with, Freedom Forever, they provide a 25-year production guarantee. It's the best in the industry. I haven't seen one better. You might can find one, but I'm not even looking anymore. I found the one that I want. They guarantee their system for 25 years production-wise. So if a year or two down the road, panels go out and they're not producing, they're going to come out and fix those panels. But if you had to go back and get some dirty energy from the utility, they're going to cut you a check for that difference. How many times can you say you've met with somebody that's giving you that type of guarantee, that type of warranty? Not that many. And what do you see here? Earlier, I said a lot of naked roofs. Now, I always say when you start selling something and you start believing in something, your vision starts to change. You start seeing things that you didn't see before. You're going to start driving down streets and looking at roofs and say, oh, there's $6,000 there. Oh, there's $10,000 there. Oh, those people are drinking water. I bet you that water isn't my alkaline water. I'm going to go talk to them. Oh, is their home protected? So that's opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. If you're in the real estate or mortgage industry, imagine being able to sell a home and then stay in that home 3 or 4 or 5 more times and earn commission off of the same customer, off of just different products. You're in the home. ADT, let's protect it. Let's drink this water. Let's put solar on your home. All of those things you have the ability to do with Encore Solar and BYLD Network. Here are some examples. Customer testimonials. Now, this customer is in California, sunny state. I'm in California, SoCal. We met with this homeowner. They were paying $287 a month. We got them locked in for 25 years, and they're paying $148 a month, and they have a battery. You think they were arguing with us about saving money? No, we laid the numbers out, and it just made sense. And guess what? We earned about $6,400. $3,200 to the mentee, $3,200 to the mentor. We have another customer in Florida. Our prayers go out to the people in Florida. $410 a month. Met with them. They dropped their bill down to $290. Locked them in. Protected them from inflation. 25 years. $290. It's not going to go up. And we earned $8,200. Mentor $4,100. Mentee $4,100. Now, this is life-changing money. So, people, if you're in the chat, put some ones in the chat. If you want to make $8,200 from sitting down and talking to a homeowner, lowering their bill, that's one win, right? Earning a lot of money, that's another win. That's another W. And then getting clean energy, www.byldnetwork.com. Just go there. Join us. I gave you 3 wins. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer for the homeowner to go solar with us. And it's a no-brainer for this opportunity. Every year, energy is going to go up. If you looked at your utility bill, the utilities are sending out notices, and they're not asking you, they're telling you, we're going up 6% next year. We're going up 8% next year. You think you can tell them, well, hold on. I got college tuition to pay for. I can't afford 8% this year. No, it's happening whether you want to or not. So protect yourself from inflation, educate yourself as a salesperson, and then you can educate homeowners that this is the way to go. Energy is the way of the future. And this gentleman right here, Warren Buffett, I'd like to change bank accounts with him, especially on the day Bank of America, when you guys didn't have zero, you had zeros in your pockets in the bank account. Energy deregulation will be the largest transfer of wealth in history. He is spitting facts about energy. Anything Warren Buffett is saying is probably something you should be taking notes on or writing down. And another person that I heard this from, it wasn't actually this exact statement, but is to accumulate wealth, you must make decisions from where you want to be, not where you are now. I didn't say that. I stole that from someone. But think about what that statement is. Not where you are, where you want to be. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. I'm going to hand the mic over to P. Abraham. And this is the time and place to be. I'm going to hand it off to Pete. That's my time.
All right. All right. Can you hear me? Check, check. Mic check. Can you hear me?
You're good,
Yeah,
Pete.
we can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
You sound good. You sound good.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, thanks for being here tonight, folks. Can you guys see the screen? Is it sharing it or is it just me?
Yeah, you're sharing, Pete.
Thank you, brother.
Yes,
Okay, let
yes.
me slide back on over there. Thank you, guys. So welcome and thank you guys for being here tonight. If I can get this thing to go, I'll just keep moving. My name is Pete Abraham. I'll tell you my background, 12 years in the United States Navy, single father, 2 daughters. I've been around the networking business for a long time, but that's not all I've done. I've had a real estate license before, a mortgage license, a life insurance license. I'm bilingual, and I've also been a notary public. So I can probably talk the talk with anybody on this call tonight. And I'd love to, if you need help or if you need to have questions, we're to help you. But my job here tonight is really exciting, is to talk about 7 ways that we have to earn. I'm not going to go through every single one. I'm going to briefly hit an overview of what we do so you can see, as everybody says, show me the money. So with that, let's get right into it. Let's talk about personal sales. Obviously, before we start, make sure you're muted. Make sure you're muted, please, folks. Okay, so let's go ahead and mute while I do the
Yo, Pete, I love your mustache. I love your mustache, man. That's
potential
cool.
show this presentation is not necessarily representative income. If any that you can or will earn through your participation and BYLD, your success depends on your efforts, skills, and market conditions. So obviously, you get what you put into it, right?
Wiley or look like a bald ass.
You have to pay attention. Somebody's can we mute somebody in there? And we'll get started.
You're ugly as fuck.
Let's go.
Leroy, why you look like a prune?
Let's go. Do we need to mute some people out completely?
The flying Dutchman out here.
Remove Isaac Newton. Remove Joe Carver.
I would cut everybody. I'd cut everybody out.
Yeah, if you can do that, Chris, if you can go and mute everybody, that'd be great. Yeah, we still off. We have some people.
Are you good, Pete?
Fucking witch.
Yeah, go and mute everybody, and then I'll come back and unmute.
Pete, you look like an idiot stammer.
Yeah, 1 second. If Juan's there, sorry, folks. We'll get right to it.
Chris, you're old as fuck. I can't even lie.
Okay, let's go and see who's on here.
Remove Isaac Newton. Remove T.
Yep.
R. Kelly.
We'll get started in just a second. Yep.
Pete, shut your bald ass up.
Keep going.
Remove Markey.
All right. Are we good to go? The best thing is to mute everybody and then only have us be able to unmute.
I just wanted to say something. I know we're there.
Okay, take it. Pete, I'm gonna keep an eye on this. And let's not let anybody else in on this meeting. Thank you.
Mark, you're muted.
Check, check. I'm here.
There you go. We can hear you now.
Okay, let's hold the text. Let's hold off the text, guys, too. Let's hold off the text. We want to be respectful for people. Okay, all right, let's keep going. Whenever you have something successful, people want to jump in sometimes and do things that they shouldn't. So personal sales, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
70% commissions on your personal sales. Obviously, most companies, I know in solar, most companies don't even pay the opposite of that, which would be the 30 that's left over. So here's the thing when you're looking at this. This is a business. This is not a job. This is not where somebody else is going to tell you what to do. Somebody is going to show you how to do this and lets you make the lion's share of the money from day one. So that's 70% commissions on your personal sales. Secondly, average profit is about $10,000 per install. So if you think about that, what that means for you, 70% would be $7,000. So that's a great chunk of money for somebody to be able to have right up front for the beginning if you're personally making sales yourself. We also have mentor sales, 3 training sales with a mentor, closing 5 on your own, and completing company certifications, how you become a mentor. Obviously, when somebody becomes a mentor, you have the ability to help people nationwide. It's not just people you bring into the company or on your team. It could be somebody on somebody else's team living in a completely different state. I know a lot of us have been selected as mentors, and we've been selected because of that, even though we might live in a different state. We all know people who move. We all know people who go to different areas. And if I know someone in California that moved to Texas or moved to Florida or whatever, then I can take that person and you can mentor that person as well. So you can split that with people nationwide. So let's look at a mentor sale example. If you have 4 consultants close their first 3 training sales, that will be 12 sales total, have an average of $3,500 as your split between the mentor and yourself, or if you are the mentor, obviously. That's $42,000 just helping other people. What's great about that is you know that the people that you're helping are making money as well and learning as well, which when you come down to this is about duplication. It's about we, not me. So that's 42,000 just in that. So let's talk about team overrides. First of all, I can tell you right now, in most companies, solar companies or otherwise, unless you're the sales manager, the team leader, you're getting a whopping 0 in overrides. Why? Because you're not in that quote unquote management position. So let's take a look at our levels here. Consultant, the first level right here, if you look at that, that's 20% frontline overrides. So every time somebody you directly bring onto our business platform, you make 20% forever of whatever they do. And then if you're making your own commissions, we'll talk about this at each level, you get 70% on anything you do personally. So what if you did 1 a month and then you had a few people on your team? We'll talk about that. Managers, an immediate raise, moving up, getting 30% frontline, an extra 10% right there, 10% of a team override. And that requires that you get 10 team installs, not personal installs, but team installs in a 60-day period. So that's a rolling 60-day period, folks. So that's not that hard to do as a team. Moving on to the director level, yet another raise, 35% frontline overrides, and that equals out to 15% team override. So by doing the right thing more and more and over again, you're actually moving up, helping people, and making more and more money. And that would be 24 team installs in a 60-day period. So you see a theme here. It's all within a 60-day period. And each level that you're moving up here, obviously, you'll have more people to help you towards that goal, because that is the whole idea of this, folks. Executive Director. Sounds like a really cool title. I can tell you what's cooler than the title, 40%. So now those same people you brought in when you barely started, you've moved up, you've earned the Executive Director rank. Now you're at 40% frontline. Most companies don't even come close to anything like that at all, if any. And there's a 20% team override right there and a 70% commission if you sell something yourself. In addition to that, you're entered in a 2% company-wide pool. That means out of everybody's sale that goes in from here, from water, from alarms, for whatever it might be, That's a company-wide pool. Imagine taking part in that. You don't need to have too much money coming in that to make a pretty large check. So that's a 2%, and that's 70 team installs in a 60-day period with all the people that you'll have, obviously, by then, working with teammates. Then our national director, can I say just 45% frontline overrides, 25% team overrides, still the 70%, and now a 5% company-wide bonus pool. Put a 1 in the chat if you take anything of a company-wide bonus pool, if it was there and you cash a check, even though you would never know exactly where that money's coming from. Because these aren't just people on your team, these are company-wide. So that's 120 team installs in a 60-day period. Obviously, like I said before, you have more and more people. So let's take a look at a manager with 10 consultants. Let's just say you have your manager and you brought 10 people directly into this business. That's 10 solar deals per month on your team. 4 of those are coming from your first level, and 6 are coming from anywheres on your team. Anywheres, doesn't matter. That's approximately 6,300 in overrides. For those of you here tonight, how many of you that would pay for your car note, pay for your mortgage, or pay part of your mortgage, depending on where you live, right? So that's just in overrides. Now, if you're here tonight and you don't know what overrides are, there's a time when I didn't know what overrides were either, simply because I wasn't working any place that offered overrides. I was trading my time for their money, and that was it. And the better I did, or I thought I did, they would say, hey, you're great. And I went from hero to zero the very next day or the very next month. Folks, something to be said about passive residual income. We'll talk about that. So imagine you do 1 sale yourself. That's the $7,000 commission that we talked about, plus the $6,300. That's $13,300 in total monthly earnings. Folks, I can tell you with 1 personal sale and overrides of helping your team, you're still probably not working full time. One of the things I'll tell you that this business has done for me is given me free time. It's given me time that I could hang out with my family, my daughters, do the things that I want to do, and still have more time at the end of the day, right? Versus working 10, 12-hour days, 6 days a week, and coming home too tired to do anything. So it's something to be said for that. A director, which is the next level up. So let's double. Remember those 10 consultants? Let's double that. And now they're each doing a whopping 2 sales. Not 20, just 2 sales each. Right? Not a bad deal, right? For everybody that you just saw what you make yourself. 8 of those are coming from your first level. Why? Because you're getting your full and you're teaching people how to do this business as well. 12 of them coming anywheres on your team. Again, that's 13,800 in overrides, plus your $7,000 commission. That's over 20 grand, folks, to over 20,000. Again, just helping people, duplicating and following a system that's already there, and it's readily available for anyone to be taught that system, both 24 hours a day through our trainings and through our live events as well. Executive director, wow, 50 consultants. Obviously, by this time, you have an executive director, you have a director or 2 on your team as well. So 50 consultants, you can see that's coming from all of you. 2 households go solar a month. That's 100 sales a month. 30 coming from your first level, and 80 coming from anywhere on your team. That's 67,500 in overrides. Now, for some people, that might seem like a lot of money. All right, it is a lot of money, but here's the thing: it's not you having to go out and earn that by yourself. It's a team sport. So what if you brought somebody who's a super stud, like a Chris McHenry or a Tony Denner or Idris Alaka, right? Okay, those kind of people are who you want in your team because they show up, they work, and they're successful, and they love to help other people. So we got 36,000 on your first level. That's a 31,500 override from the rest of your team. And that's based on the 15% override. And let me finish up by saying this also. We talked a lot about solar. We talked about money and what you can do and how you can make it with solar. But let me ask you a question. Same thing goes to real estate. If you're listening here tonight, real estate, life insurance, mortgage, any of those services as well. Your clients like and trust you. Or you're in solar already and your clients like and trust you. So why would you only be in any of those industries? I'll give you a minute. I know that realtors that work with me all the time, they say, Pete, can you help me with the solar? I don't quite understand everything. I thought I did, but you can tell they really don't. Sometimes the things they say, or they just don't know. But here's the thing. If I can help you take a look at that bill and help you with your client, do your clients not trust you and like you? They bought the house from you. They got the mortgage from you. They got the insurance from you. right? We have another $400 to $700 right here just in our home security, and we have several options as well. And that's helping with names that people already know. Great installations. Everybody knows who ADT and Brinks are, right? So we have some of the top things in the world that we can offer people here tonight, as Chris was alluding to earlier. So how can somebody get started with this? When I first started in solar, I went out and got a job. It didn't cost me anything, but I realized later it cost me a lot. The good thing is I got some experience. I learned, I got my feet wet, that kind of stuff. But now, how many of you would like to start as the broker? How many of you in real estate started as a broker or life insurance? None of us. We had to go through and earn it from the very beginning. Well, how about if you could come here? We have a consultant and we have a builder. Consultant is really, it's $149 one time, $49 a month, gives you access to the solar business, the home security business, and access to all tech and trainings. And if you refer 4 people, you no longer pay that monthly fee. Folks, you go out to dinner and it costs way more than that. Just you, probably lunch. But if you go out with your family, then you're paying more than it costs to even be a builder on the right side. That's a one-time $199, and then $99 a month. That's an investment. I don't think I really need to say this, but where can you go out and have access to this kind of income for that small amount? That's a tax write-off. I love what we do because, before COVID, I used to drive 5,000 to 6,000 miles a month just to tell people about solar, and people no-showed and stuck in California traffic and 3 or 4 hours just in traffic. And guess what? Now we do 95, 96% from the comfort of our home. I can't be in Texas. I can't be in Florida. I can't be in the Carolinas. I can't be in all those other places at one time, and I don't need to. So for $99 a month, you have access to everything we talked about there, but also our BYLD Rewards membership, which we'll talk about, and our Smart Money Club, which is about keeping it. So for me, here's what I tell people. Listen, it's $199 and $99 a month. All right? And that's a month-to-month basis. Refer 4, pay no more. The goal is finding 4 like-minded people that obviously see that everybody uses electricity, everybody drinks water, right? Everybody wants to be protected in their homes, and you can help them all without having to dial a second number, because you can help them with all that. Refer 4, pay no more. Let's talk about the Smart Money Club really quickly here. Financial mastery, a lot of times we start making money and things are good, like, wow, I've never had this type of money before, or maybe not quite this fast. Yes, it's work, but if I can make $7,000 to $8,000 a deal, it's probably at the max, it's probably 2 hours from start to finish. From the time I start working with somebody, when I'm on the phone doing the Zoom or even an in-home presentation, till I'm out the door, they're not going to have you sitting there on Zoom or in the living room for 4 or 5 hours. So would you like to earn $7,000 to $10,000 for every 2 hours? Think about that for a second. So when you make that kind of money, right, we want you to keep that money. So what if you knew about credit repair, because some of your clients won't have that great of credit, tax planning, being your own bank, tax-free retirement? The objective here is to help you get into business, stay in business, and build generational wealth. Business mastery on the right, entity structuring, maybe an LLC, maybe an S Corp, all those kind of things that some people have no clue about. Some of you, I'm sure, do, but this is for the masses. It's about what you keep, not what you make. Okay, so that's the smart money. That's included in the $99 a month. And then we have our BYLD membership. This is very interesting simply because of this. Everybody goes someplace. Everybody goes out to eat. Everybody shops. These are places, I mean, there's way more than this, but guys, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of places you could go to, whether it's fast food, whether it's a nice restaurant, a movie, whatever it might be, traveling for business, traveling to our mentor factory coming up, and you're going to get a hotel. Why wouldn't you want to save money on that? So every time you literally can go on our app and see what the discount would be. It might be a few dollars off some food. It might be $20, $30 off a hotel per night or whatever it might be. But the annual savings per member is $2,500 to $3,500 per year. Folks, that's included with your $99 a month of membership. And so is this. This is really exciting, folks. So make sure you're take a screenshot. Make sure you pay attention to this. I'm not going to go through every single number, but here's what I can tell you. You don't have this where you're at right now. I can promise you that. And again, it's based on the $99 monthly membership. Think of this as team 1, team 2. Think of this as having your 2 legs. You walk on 2 legs, a left one and a right one. So keep this simple. We have our BYLD 500, which is our starter. So one of the things I think when I look at that $99 a month is I want to be able to take part in all those kinds of commission, but this is what I can have access to in addition? Absolutely. When I have 10 active members on my left side and 10 on my right side, that's going to qualify me for $500 monthly residual. Monthly residual, folks. So that's a great start right there. That's only 10 people. It doesn't mean that you brought all 10 people. You might have brought one person who brought 9 others. Let's step it up a little bit. What if I went to BYLD 2000? Simply what that means is this. I have 55 active members on my left, 55 on my right, and I'm at $2,000 a month in monthly passive residual, and I'm getting a check match. 20% check match on your first generation, and then you see these other generations as we go down here. But what I like to look at this is this. I say, listen, what if I wanted to make enough to pay my mortgage or something that means something to you, right? Your car notes or whatever, both your cars or whatever it might be. I look at this, take this one, BYLD 4000, 115, 115. You didn't bring all those people. You collectively brought those people, and that would give you a monthly residual. Listen carefully. Whether or not you sold solar, alarms, water, or anything else, whether or not you sold any of those, if you had done this right here on this screen, you'd have a $4,000 monthly passive residual income on top of anything else you've done. And then, folks, it goes all the way to executive 25,000 a month, 55,000. I don't get too high here, but for those people that have made a lot of money before, you know, most people can't see much more than twice the amount that they're used to making. So if I'm used to making, let's just say $50,000 a year at my job, then you probably won't believe anything over 100,000. But folks, listen, we have people that are great networkers. I'm right on here tonight. And guess what? They know how to build teams. They know how to recruit. They're experts in that. And their eye is on this prize right here, $250,000 a month in residual income. And it's a we situation, not a me situation. So that's what we have with the dual team bonus. Again, how do we get started? It's a $199 one-time investment in yourself, $99 a month. Like I said, you have the Encore Solar, the ADT and Brinks Home Security Business, Rain, and the Smart Money Club. So basically, like we said, a high-ticket brokerage for you. And of course, you have access to the BYLD Rewards membership as well. And again, in case you missed it, bring 4 like-minded people, which all of them pretty much, it's not that hard to find people that see this as long as you use the system. Get 4, pay no more. So that's what we have to get started. I want to literally thank you guys for being here tonight. Thank you for a little bit of that rude interlude there. But folks, whenever you're doing something great, there's always going to be some people that are jealous, can't do it themselves. Good. Folks, you're here, you're now. You don't have to wish. Get back with the person that invited you. They're going to send you a link right now, probably to your cell phone. If they've been paying attention, they're going to send you their link right now. And they're going to call you up and ask you, hey, which one are you? Are you a builder? Are you a consultant? What'd you like best? You make it easy on them. Hey, B, I'm B. I'd like to be a builder. They'll tell you to click on that link. They'll tell you to go where it says enroll. They'll tell you to scroll down to the option that you choose. BYLD is right there on top, the builder, and you just pick the one that you want. All you got to do is fill that out, and instantly they'll get a text message back. They'll get an email. Welcome you to the team. I look forward to working with you all. We're here to help. Thank you to my co-host, Chris. Thank you guys, and have a great evening.
Thanks, Pete. Have a great night, everyone.